today's video, we are going to make some Google Slides. Google Slides, Google Slides. What I've done is I've taken some PowerPoint slides that I used for a boom deck, and I'm going to repurpose them and make a Google Slides product. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, my name is Lori Ann, and if you were new or returning, welcome here at It's All Primary. We talk teacher side hustles, and spring break is over. It's over. It was actually a really good break. Obviously not long enough, but got a fair bit done. Didn't get everything done, but a lot got done. It was productive despite a car accident. Yes, I was rear-ended, and it's fine. It's actually okay. I mean, I'm back to school, and I'm a little bit sore, but nothing too serious. But anyways, let's just move on. There's a TBT town hall meeting in the middle of April, I think it is, and they are also, I think the applications are finished, but they also are doing a seller advisory committee, TPT. So hopefully, if you were interested in that, you got a chance to apply for it. And that's all the TPT news I have for you. Anyways, Google Slides. Interesting enough, when I started TPT, if you haven't heard my story, I started at the height of the pandemic back in May, June 2020. And what did I make for products? Paper products, obviously. Yeah, yes, I did. I wasn't aware of I didn't think it was going to last that long, right? So I was just making paper products. I quickly switched over after someone suggested, maybe you want to do some digital products. I went, oh, okay, maybe I'll do that. And I made these Google products, which are still, to this day, almost 2 years later, not quite, they're my top selling products, and I still get sales for these Google Slides. And I'll be honest, I have not even made Google Slides for at least a year, mainly because I can't use them. Our school district discourages the use of things for Google. So I want to use the products before I kind of sell them, right? Anyways, but I'm making this one mainly because many of you have asked for a Google Slides updated video. And just to start, I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you Boom. So I'm going to show you the original product. Then we're going to go into PowerPoint. I'm going to show you the slides, and I have to tweak them a little bit to get them ready for Google Slides. And then I'm going to open up Google Slides, and I'm going to I won't make the whole deck in front of you. I'm going to make some of the deck, okay? One of the things you're going to see me do, and I'll probably talk about it a tiny bit while we're doing it, but I'm going to export my PowerPoint slides to JPEGs and then upload them onto Google. You can make your Google Slide products straight into Google. I just like PowerPoint. That's just my favorite. I made a video a while back on Google versus PowerPoint. It costs more to have PowerPoint, but I still like PowerPoint. The other thing is, Google, there is always rumors, okay? There's always rumors about whether Google will change their terms of use. I heard on a Facebook group that they changed them. They had them a certain way that sellers had to have a business account. And I think it's G Suite. I think it was G Suite back then. I don't know, is it still called G Suite? I'm out of touch with Google, I'm sorry. But it sounds like they're going to go back to it. We don't know when or if it happens. There are a lot of bigger TPT sellers that have the business license, and it's not very much. It's a few dollars, like I would say $10, $15 a month or something like that. I don't know exactly the number. If you want me to do some research on that, I will do some research on that. That's why I just kind of stick with PowerPoint, and I made the one-time business purchase, one and done sort of thing, right? Now, when you try to upload all those PowerPoint slides to Google, there is only one app available. And this is kind of my bone of contention of not making Google Slides. There's this one app, and I'm going to show it to you. In order for you to use it, they literally want control of your Google Drive. and I just won't do that. I just won't say yes to that. You'll see it. You'll see it in a minute. But let's turn the camera around and we'll make some Google slides. As I mentioned, we're going to start here in Boom, and this is the deck right here that we're going to convert to Google Slides or repurpose for Google Slides. So it is just a matching where they've got to match the digital to the analog and then vice versa, and there's a couple other little things. So let's get out of Boom. Now in PowerPoint, because I made PowerPoint slides to create that Boom product, and now I'm going to take these same slides and as you can see, there's some blank ones where I had movable pieces. So I'm going to have to put the movable pieces in Google Slides. But now what I want to do is I want to go up, go to File, and I'm going to Export. So I'm going to create a file folder of slides. By doing this, what I'm doing is I'm flattening all these images that I've used as per terms of use. I'm going to create JPEGs, create every slide, and if you notice these numbers automatically come up, I want it bigger than this. So I'm going to go 1400 by 1050. This is actually the recommended pixel numbers for Boom, and I thought, well, let me do them for Google Slides as well, and I find that they show up pretty clear. So I'm going to export. I'm actually going to put GS at the end. I have an existing similar set, and that's all I need in PowerPoint for the moment, but I'm going to keep it open because there's a couple little things I need to do as part of the self-checking. So let me just minimize that. I've opened up a new Google Slides presentation, so this is exactly how it appears when you open one up. I want to first of all get rid of this, and I'm going to right now just temporarily change it to, and I put the word draft just so I know I'm still working on it. Matching. Okay, I don't need the theme, so I'll just shut that off. What I want to do is I want to upload the Google Slides. If I go to add-ons, there is an app called Slides Toolbox. And what this app allows you to do is you can upload in bulk your slides. And when you have a large deck, for example, I have a product that has over 120 slides. This can allow you to upload them all at the same time. However, if you go to permissions, this is what this app expects you to do. Allow Slide Toolbox to see, edit, create, and delete all your Google Docs. See, edit, create all of your Google Drive files. See, edit, create, and delete all your Google Slides presentations. Like, why do they need that? They don't. They don't need any of that. And it drives me crazy. And that's why I won't download it. And I know some people want to save the time, but I guess it's the principle of the matter. Like, why? They just don't need any of this. So anyways, that's why I won't use it. If you want to use it, use it. I'm not your mom. You would just hit install here, install it, and then off it goes. So I'm not using that. So I'm going to do this the long way. Before I insert the first image, I need to resize this. You can size your slides to 8.5 by 11 papers. I tend to do 4 by 3. So just go to File, Page Setup. But you can click Custom there and do, I'll just show you. So you can do inches, you can do all sorts of things, but I just do the standard 4 by 3, which is the same size as, again, a Boom card. When you put in your images, you do not want to go here, Insert, right? Actually, let me do this and let me show you why you don't want to do this. So let's go to slide 1. So first of all, I've got to size it. But this is where the problem is. It can be moved. Look at presentation mode, they can't do anything on this. But if they're not in presentation mode, they can move this all around. So you don't want to be just inserting your image. You want to be using it as a background. So we're going to get out of that. I'm going to just undo and go to background here and choose an image. So it will fit it to the slide size and you can't move it around. So I'll do another one. So I'll just add slide. Again, I could have just, there's two ways. I can do it this way, background, image 2. You can see why people want that app, because this will take forever, right? Or what I can do is I can actually duplicate, right click, duplicate slide, and then change the background. So again, this can take a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fast forward this so you don't have to sit through it all. I'll put some lovely music on. As I'm almost finished these slides, one of the things I forgot to mention here is if you are needing to duplicate a lot of slides, you just go down here to the grid view. And what I do is I'm at 32. I think I need 5 more slides. So I'm going to click highlight 5. So I got my command button down, or control, and then just right click, duplicate, and then you get 5 more automatically. So it's just another one quick way to duplicate more slides. All right, 37 slides. That took me just less than 10 minutes to do, just for a frame of reference. So yes, it takes a little bit of time doing them individually, but I don't have to think about whether an app is going to remove my stuff. Maybe I'm paranoid. Okay, moving on. Just want to show you what will happen. So when you click on the slides, normally they just progress to the next one, right? And I will probably add some sound. I've already recorded them. I just have to upload them. So here is the first question. So click on the digital time that matches the analog clock. So of course this is the right one, but if you notice as the little hands popping up, let me go on to a wrong question just so you can see what happens. So try again. Maybe I'll do this one. Try again. Let's go to this one. And then it goes on to the next one. Again, click on the digital clock. Nope, try again. On to the next one. Try again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I did that. So let me get out of here. So a couple things that you will need as part of your Google Slides is some movable pieces, and you need to make sure that when you purchase things that you are allowed to do movable pieces. And that's why I make a lot of stuff in PowerPoint, flatten it, and bring it over. So nothing here is movable except for the boxes that I will make here. If you go to Teachers Pay Teachers, in the store Educlips, which I use a lot of her stuff, she has game buttons, and this is one of them, and it's actually a freebie. So what I did was I go back to my PowerPoint and I make a duplicate of this with this game button. So let me just reopen PowerPoint, and here is this slide. And like I said, I inserted it here, and then I exported that. I went up to File, exported it, right? Just changed everything to JPEG as I did the other ones. So this one was called, actually I think I called it 6 o'clock wrong. And then JPEG and current slide only, and back to that one. So there's actually one existing right there. So that's the one I did. Okay. So I exported this, put it right here. And I actually made some for the top as well. So if I go to the top slide, I have a little, I think it's a start button, or yeah, I think it's a start button. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change this one out. I'm going to go to all the ones that I fixed or created an additional button, and I called it, I think I called it Start. Yeah, there it is right there. So now this one has got the little start button, and so I'm going to have this have a transparent link right here, but I'll do that in a minute. So that's what I've done. So I've gone in, and all of these are ones I've made in PowerPoint and exported over. Okay, and so everything on here is flattened. What I do is I start with the question, and then I'm going to create transparent links. So let me just show you these first. They'll go, this one is the right answer, so it skips a slide. So I'm currently on slide 3, it's going to skip to 5. These ones are going to go to the immediate next one, 4 and 4. And if I go to 4, there's the try again. This one is still going to slide 5, and these are going to stay on slide 4. So they're not going to advance until they get to the right answer. And then I go to 5. So this one should go to the next slide if I've done this right, because it's the wrong answer. So yep, 6. And this one should be the correct answer, so it's going to skip a slide to 7, and this one should be going to 6. And so if I go to slide 6, there's the wrong. So these two are wrong, and they will stay on slide 6, see? 6, and this one goes to 7. So when you click on 7, it takes me to the next slide, advances. And so here we are with this one, and this is the wrong answer, so it goes to the next slide, which is slide 8. This is the wrong answer, slide 8. This one is the right answer, slide 9. So if I click on one of these, it will take me to the next one, when again it says try again. So this stays on slide 8, stays on slide 8, advances to slide 9. Okay, and there's slide 9. So new question. This one's wrong, it goes to 10. This one's wrong, it goes to 10. This one's right, it goes to 11, so it skips. So as you can see on the side here, every other one's got the try again. There are some TPT sellers that will do multiple, like 3 or 4 slides and have messages on each of them. I wanted to keep it easy. So now number 11, and I haven't done this yet, so let's do this together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to shapes, and I'm going to get a shape similar to this rounded rectangle. I need to make it transparent, so I go up to the bucket, go transparent, and then there's a border line here. So I got to go to the border line beside it, make it transparent. Now, this answer is correct. So I'm going to go up to link, insert link, and I want to go to, currently I'm on slide 11. You can see it oranged or yellowed here. I don't want to go to this one. I want to skip one, and you'll see in a moment why I did that. So I'm going to go to slide 13. And then what I'm going to do is, instead of keep making shapes and things like that, I'm going to copy this. Okay, so I'm on a Mac, so I'm just going to go Command C, and then I'm going to go Command V, makes another one. I'm going to slide it over. I'm going to edit the link to make it slide 12. And then I'm going to copy this one again. Whoops, actually I'm going to Command C and bring it over to here, and it's already says slide 12. When you start doing this, you cannot start moving your questions around because it will mess up the slides. I went ahead and I put in those created PowerPoint exported JPEGs so that they're all in here for the rest of them. 2 things I want to mention. The first thing is, when I was first learning how to do these, I made errors, and the big one was, let me just go back to 3 o'clock here because that's where we stopped. One of the things that I had done is I would do these, and I'm thinking, oh hey, I'm going to do a shortcut. I'll create all of this and then I'll just right click and make a duplicate. But Google Slides would advance these numbers when I make a duplicate. So that just messed everything up because I wasn't noticing it right away. So you have to have the duplicate slide in with your try again or whatever you're going to have in before you put the links in. Unless you put in the link next, I think next will work, but just be really careful and really watch your slides. Go into the slideshow presentation a few times while you're making them just to make sure they're going right. Okay, so watch your duplicates. The second thing is if a student clicks on something else on this slide, they can advance the slide. So let me just go into slideshow and show you this. I'm going to go up to the beginning. So I have not made a link to this, but let's quickly make a transparent link on the start here. So shape, and this one's a square or rectangle. So I'm going to put that on there. And fill, transparent, border, transparent, and then I go up to link, and I'm just going to put next slide, okay? And so it'll go to this one. So let's go up to slideshow. And if I click here, it goes to the next one. But there's no link on here, but if I click on it, it goes on to the next one. And here, I'm going to put the wrong answer in. But if I click here, it goes on to the next one. Do you see what's happening? So I can click anywhere in the slide and it's advancing. So a student can just click anywhere and it would advance. So it's a little bit messed up. And how we get around this, I actually got this, I got the answer to this mess up from, I'll put her name down in the description. She has a YouTube video on creating self-checking slides, and she addresses this because I got messed up on this. So let me go out of here. What you need to do is you need to actually make a transparent link to the whole slide. So I'm going to make a shape. I'm going to create it over the whole slide. Make it transparent. Make the border transparent. Go to the link, and you're going to put in the actual number of the slide. So I am currently on slide 12. So if I go to slide 12, okay, so now I've got this on here. However, I've just now put this at the top of the slide, which means I won't be able to click onto these here. So the last thing I've got to do is I got to position this transparency to the back. Actually, I'm going to go to Arrange, Order, Send to Back. So now it's at the back of the slide. So now if I go on the slideshow of this slide, slide 12, if I click here, see, nothing happens. If I go to 3 o'clock, now it advances. So you're going to need to do that on every slide. Now, I forgot, did we finish off 3 o'clock? Okay, slide, 13, 13, 12, 12, and 13, 12, 12. Okay, so 4 o'clock. All right, so again, you've got it. Once you've done all your slides and all these links, go back to the beginning and then remind yourself that you need to make a transparent of the entire slide, right? Border, transparent, link 1. Slide 1. I got to arrange, order, send to back. Now go to the slideshow. So they can't click on anything here but here, and then it moves. Okay. Is that enough to get you going? Let me know in the comments if you need more information. But we'll leave it like that, and I'll finish this up and have it posted in TPT in the next couple weeks. Google Slides are actually not too hard. Once you get yourself into a rhythm, you can make them quite quickly. much like Boom. There's a few extra little things to do, but yeah, they're fine. Like I said, I'll upload this product. It's just another product. We'll see if it gets, actually it'll be interesting to see how the sales work with that one as opposed to Boom. I wouldn't be surprised if it sells more than the Boom does. And the reason, my theory, is that more people use Google Slides. The one downside with Boom and selling Boom products is you can have a free account on Boom, but you only have access for 5 students. I need more than that. So you've got to pay to have, say, a class size of 25. Right? And if you have more than that, they will give you increments of 5 or 10. I can't remember the number. So Google is free. Google's free, so people would want to use that. They can integrate it into Google Classroom, other things like that. Right? Like I said, there's a cost with Boom. The other thing is, you're not getting, the other big difference between Google Slides and Boom is that Google Slides, you'll actually get the product, right? You will get a link to copy it, and I have videos, so just check out one of those videos on, so that the person has it. Whereas when someone buys your Boom cards, they actually have a link. They don't actually physically own the product, right? It's one of these things about when you're with your terms of use. You are selling a license to this product. You still own the product, but you're giving them a copy of it and a license only to that product. They can't alter it, change it, whatever, though they try. Upcoming videos. We're going to do one on keyword research. So I've had a couple of people ask me about, what exactly am I doing? So and I sort of shown it in bits and pieces. So I'm going to show you 2 ways I do keyword research. I'm going to use TPT, and I'm going to use Uber Suggest. Okay, and there's a bunch of others. Actually, I might have time to show you keywords everywhere. I like that one too. So depending on whether you are just working on your TPT or whether you have a website or blog, there are some really good keyword tools. Some of them are free. Some of them, there's money involved. But again, if you are keeping a mindset of business growth, then you want to invest in your business. Okay, so wherever you are in the world, I hope you and your family are staying safe, being healthy, and we'll catch you in that Google Slides video, or you got a playlist right there. Either one, they're good. See ya.